On behalf of the Ministry of Defense and the RDF leadership, it is my privilege and honor to stand here today to reflect on a story of extraordinary courage and timeless value. I would like to begin by, first of all, thanking our gracious hosts, the Isoko Center for Humanity and the Orges Trust, and all those who made this gathering possible. I also wish to recognize the presence of our honored, active, and retired generals and former African United Nations peacekeepers, whose lives and choices form the heartbeat of today's conversation. We are here not just to listen to history, but to engage with living witnesses who defied orders, stood their ground, and risked their lives to protect innocent civilians during one of the darkest chapters in human history, the 1994 genocide against the Tutsi. In those days, the United Nations Assistance Mission in Rwanda, UNAMIR, was under immense strain. When the Belgian contingent withdrew and the United Nations Security Council voted to reduce the force, most countries pulled out their troops, but the soldiers from Ghana and Senegal refused to abandon their posts. Ghanaian soldiers, led by determined commanders, some of whom are here present, kept protecting safe zones, negotiating with Interahamwe, and escorting terrified civilians to safety, often with minimal resources. They patrolled dangerous streets of Kigali and Byumba, standing between unarmed civilians and armed attackers. Senegalese peacekeepers likewise refused to leave. They faced even more personal danger because some perpetrators accused them of protecting those who were targeted, and therefore became direct targets too. Despite this, they continued evacuations, escorted survivors to safety, and provided protection in desperate situations. The courage of Captain Mbaye Diagne from Senegal, who rescued numerous people using only his wit and bravery, remains one of the most inspiring acts of individual heroism in United Nations peacekeeping history, an act for which he paid with his life. These were not passive observers, these were active protectors, risking everything without international backing, guided only by conscience and values, empathy, collective responsibility, and human dignity. Today, we have the privilege of welcoming some of those men who made history. You will recall that our president, on 4th July 2022, gave the National Order of Bravery to two generals who led the Ghanaian contingent, General Henry Kwame Anyindoho and General Joseph Nal Andikra. There are others who are here with us today, and I will read their names. One of them has just given a speech here, Major General Retired Clayton Banuba Yache from Ghana, Brigadier General Retired Martin Ousu Ababio. You will see them during the discussions here. Brigadier General Elhaj Babakara Faye from Senegal, Major Peter Sosi from Ghana, Warrant Officer Retired Lucas Novihoho from Ghana, and Warrant Officer 1, Samson Ajale from Ghana. Dear young people here with us, these veterans are living embodiments of what it means to stand firm for what is right, even when the world is walking away. The peace is not an abstract ideal. It is lived, it is taught, and it is passed on. As you engage in conversations today with these veterans, I want you to ask yourself some questions. What would I have done in their place? And more importantly, what will I do now in my own time to stand for truth and humanity? In years to come, when people speak of your generation, the youth, may they say that you stood firm when it mattered most, and that you upheld the same courage and humanity we honor here today. So let us begin not as an audience and speakers, but as a shared circle of learners, storytellers, and custodians of truth. I thank you very much for your kind attention, and I wish you all fruitful discussions. Murakoze cyane. Thank you very much.